meaty, doesn't it?
Lovely, isn't it?
What a lovely sound. 6 cylinders.
It even sounds smooth, doesn't it?
It does. My goodness. I won't want to get back on the GS, will I, after riding this beauty?
You won't want to drop it either.
Oh hell. Yeah, it's going to be heavy. Yeah, we'll see how we get on.
We'll see how we get on, Mark.
Right.
No, it's heavy, but it's low down, isn't it?
Beautiful.
You're not very high, are you?
Oh, that is smooth. That is smooth.
Now I can see Nicky on the back there, fine.
I'll tell you what, it's very nice. Oh, I think you'd like this as well, David.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's similar to the RT, actually.
Yeah. Sounds lovely.
I think it's got a reverse, actually, Martin. I'm not sure.
Oh, hell, I don't think I want to be using that, but anyway, we'll try and keep off a hill. Right, I'm going to put the screen up. Here we go. Got a bit of wind. Cool, blimey. The screen almost goes up too high.
It does go up, but you don't have to have it that high. You have it what height you want.
Well, it doesn't feel heavy, David.
No, I think it's slow down still, but I think when they compared them, Chopsy didn't want to compare it to the Goldwing. They said it felt heavy, but I think actually that 6-cylinder, there's 2 or 3 different models, and I don't know what one it was, you know.
But it does sound beautiful.
Lovely thing, isn't it? Yeah, I've heard them, even the older ones, Martin. I've heard them come in, you know, places. You've got 6 pipes on the back, so you've got 3 each side. I know there's only 2, but they sound lovely.
Make me sit lower in this, and your knees are more bent.
Yeah.
But it is so smooth. There's no jolt on it at all, David.
No?
You know, I'm just in, what, 3rd gear, and it's just no problem at all.
I mean, I don't know whether they have a quick shifter, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's got a quick shifter, and that is absolutely, you don't even know you changed gear. That is absolutely silk smooth. I'm in 5th gear. I'm already going 30. I'm now in 6th gear. Bounce it round the corner. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Let's give it a bit of He's doing a wheelie, you see that?
I remember when your mate Bruce, he did a demo on one day. Fucking hell. I thought he's got a cruising bike and he was going like a rocket with it.
Yeah, well it's got a red line of 8,500 it shows on the screen, so I'm only doing 1,500 revs. It's got a way to go.
I'm doing 2.5, you know.
I mean, a 1600 engine in a bike, that's 6 cylinders, is a bit of a laugh, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I think the Goldwing, which is its sort of rival, is 1800cc, I think, isn't it?
Oh, right.
6 cylinders, I think.
Yeah, it is, I think.
Chopsy and them want to get that one back, because they put that against the Goldwing, and they said they thought the Goldwing was better, actually, in 1 or 2 areas. But they want to get the one you're riding back, because they've got a lot more horsepower and a lot more speed.
Silly buggers.
So obviously they're going to get put through its paces when it comes back to them.
Yeah, it sounds like it. There'll be a cafe at Bungay.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Here we go. Bloody hell, David! That'll be it's fast. It doesn't feel like a heavy bike when you open it up. Let's take a look at the outside of the K1600GT. See what you think. This is all black. It's got the side panniers, and look at those exhausts. 6 little exits, 3 on each side out of the one pipe. Just looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a lovely thing.
David said the indicators are very clear, so it's a good safety feature. Look at this engine, sick. It's even got the number 6 on the end, just to remind you it's fuck off big size. Sorry for swearing. It is fucking big. 6 cylinders, nice and wide. Actually, the fairing, David, I would say that looks very similar to the RT. Quite a similar front to the RT.
It is, yes, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, looks like it's got lots of LEDs in there though.
Yeah.
Not sure, but the screen's very good. I haven't had it up full height, but seems to do a very good job. Not at full height. This one seems to have some crash bars. Maybe that's standard.
Oh yeah.
Just beside the engine.
Done them in chrome.
It's got the auxiliary lights low down. A bit like the average GS rider. How does it look next to David's Gold Wheels Glitzy GS? But the engine is so, just lovely, that smoothness. I don't think you could possibly stall it, David. It just seems to pull away.
Oh.
And you could go along at 30 in 6th gear, which is crazy. Why are we out today, David and I? Well, David, of course, wants to get some more miles on his beautiful GS trophy. I brought my GS for service and a recall for the, what was it, the drive shaft, David?
Drive shaft, yeah. I think they're going to drill a hole in the casing, aren't they?
Our lovely friends at Lind in Norwich have lent me this gorgeous, I really do like it, 6-cylinder beast. I tell you what, David, for touring, it would be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then again, so's the GS.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're all, well, it's all, you're getting up to them, they're all nice shit.
Anyway, we ought to get on and find a cafe.
Now, I found some suggestions here.
Oh, here we go.
On
Cafe
Maps.
suggestion.
The old bank tea room, look, 0.9 mile bungalow.
Bungay, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, let's go and see if we can find it.
we've got 1 or 2 there to choose from.
Right, let's go and find some fodder and hot drinks. Music of 6 cylinders. Oh, that does sound good, doesn't it? Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Right, I'll follow you then, David. We're going to go and find this tea room or whatever.
What we'll do is when we start up again, if you want, I'll hold your external mic right near the exhaust.
I think we can hear it enough. Yeah. Careful on the gravel.
Yeah, it's good gravel here.
Oh, I stalled it. There's me saying. I was thinking it don't need any throttle, but it does need a little bit. It is smooth though.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I tested the S1000R a year ago, I came this way as well. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Past this old mill, and I did the sort of walk around there, so it's nice, isn't it? Just here, quite picturesque.
Yeah.
Bit of oldie worldy history.
Yeah, it's nice just here. It's very nice.
So we're now in the Old Bank tea room. Delicious. Entertainment outside the lovely Old Bank Cafe, which is in the Old Bank building just there. In the lovely Bungay. Quite a place, eh, David?
Yeah.
Ready to listen? Music of BMW. Oh,
listen to that.
Listen to that beauty.
But the engine doesn't. You know, it doesn't give you any impression of the wood rattle, does it?
No, it doesn't. No. Right, let's move. We're going to get lost again in Suffolk or wherever we are, Norfolk.
However, I'll be rattling.
You'll be rattling on the...
Yeah.
Gosh. Very, very smooth. Keep saying that, don't I? But it is. I'm not sure how heavy it is. I tell you what, for Fentor viewers, I'll stick the weight up on the screen. That's the lazy way, David. I didn't look it up. Not that I had.
Yeah, well, you were a little bit. You didn't.
I didn't know I was going to ride it today. Well, I'd actually thought maybe I should ask, but I forgot to until we got there. And they very kindly let me borrow it, which was great.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully you'll trade in the dear GS.
They're hoping I'm going to swap the GS for one of these.
I don't think you could trade the GS in, or in the future, or even the Harley, because there's going to be so much stuff bolted onto both of them bikes.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You're never going to find another like them.
No, that is true. Too many lights. School run time. Yeah, it is a little bit slower to turn in.
Right.
Corners like that, where the GS is going to flip in much more quickly.
Yeah,
I think it's just what you get used to, really.
I've got to say, and you're used to it. Yeah.
Just what you're used to, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's certainly not intimidating in any way.
No. Yeah.
You know, when you look at people on them, you think, oh, blimey, they look like they're struggling to hold that bike up, but it doesn't feel like that. It does make 60 miles an hour feel rather slow.
Yeah, that is the thing, isn't it? Yeah, I noticed that with my all my bikes, you know, my smaller ones, you know what I mean? It's like big car, little car, isn't it? Yeah,
exactly, yeah. Halston, but Halston we are. Oh, it's not a bad looking little town, is it?
No, it's not so far. It's a bit quiet.
It is. Maybe the wind sent everyone home.
Maybe.
Alright, we're in a one-way bit now. All other routes, that's what we want, because we've just come up from that way. Oh, it's quite a sizable place, isn't it, David?
There's a little town back there, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. You'd think it's such a bulky thing, it would be a little bit sort of feeling a bit wobbly and heavy. It doesn't. I think the engine's quite low down though, isn't it?
Well, it must be, because the bike itself is low down, Martin,
yeah.
Isn't it?
The bike's low down, the engine sort of slopes forward, doesn't it? So
yeah.
I think we'll go up. We'll go up here. This will take us on some quieter roads, I think, David.
Okay.
Then don't really know where we're going too much, but
no, that's fine. That's nothing new for me, Martin.
You're good at getting lost. I like to have a map up, but got no map up, so it's funny, isn't it?
You haven't got your map up?
No, because I've got the BMW connected app I've never used for my BMW.
Oh.
And then of course this one, it puts a map on the screen. Because I've got the Nav 6 on mine, I've never bothered about it, but
right.
I probably should have a go, actually.
Yeah.
See what other things motorcycling's about. A beautiful country road, David.
Yeah.
On a lovely afternoon, not hot, not cold. Just, you know, out with your mate.
Yeah.
On a couple of nice bikes.
We're in the shelter with the wind as well a bit here.
Yeah, it's not too bad here, is it?
It's very windy today, isn't it? But you wouldn't know it here.
No. You think being such a sort of big engine bike that's obviously very good for going quick along a motorway or whatever, for going slowly like we're doing now in the 30 limit on the country road, you think it would be sort of urging you to go fast, but it's very happy to potter along.
I think what you're doing, Martin, is you're describing Harley Davidson, aren't you?
Well, I did.
But you are, aren't you? You know, because your Harley's got big engine, they have big engines, and people that, you know, that seem to just plonk along with them, because that sort of gets you in that type of mood, isn't it?
Yeah, generally, yeah. I keep the speed limits on it.
Yeah, well, yeah, speed limits, but you know what I mean.
20 now.
Yeah. Just, you know, doodle along.
Well, it's very nice here. Starston Village. How lovely.
Yeah.
Very nice bike to explore on. I think proper passengers with luggage on, of course, it's going to get quite a lot heavier there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you've got your side cases. I should think it's like the RT. I think it comes with them side cases. You just have to buy the top box, I think.
Yeah, that's all you need. Your top box to go with it, and you're sorted.
Mind you, Martin, the top box on the RT was about £1,000.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, it's got the central locking in it, though, hasn't it?
Yeah, so central locking in it.
You sort of understand it, really, don't you, when it's got like, sort of electronic bits and pieces in it. Because it's 6 cylinders, it sounds like you should be changing up. But then I look at the rev counter and it's doing bugger all.
No.
Yeah, so David, what you can't hear, hopefully on Fintour viewers will be able to hear the sound. I mean, I'm not going to get a chance now to open it up, am I? But in 4th gear, it really does. There's nowhere for me to give it any opening up, look, David.
But not really around
just
here.
As I get into 4th gear.
Yeah. You might do a bit of off-roading if you
might do, yeah. It's getting a bit rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, there we go, just a little bit. Yeah, it's a lovely intake sound, David.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any intake sound on the GS, is there?
No, not that I know of. Not that I've heard.
Not that I noticed, but on here you get that. Here we go. Oh, does sound good. Like an old school 6-cylinder multi-carb engine.
I do believe, Martin, you're falling in love.
No, I think do you think so? What do you think, Fentor viewers? Have I fallen in love with the 6-cylinder monster? It's pretty good. I don't like this black colour version. Listen to that. You can only give it a little spurt and then you've got to slow down again, but it's quite good. It's nice in 4th gear because you're not revving that high, and yet it's got that extra little bit of thrust and makes that sound. Getting it straightened up. Thank you for waiting.
Yeah, I was wondering there.
Well, what do you think? Do you think I'm falling in love?
Well, you've spoken more positively than negatively.
Well, yeah, there isn't much negative at all. Not much negative at all with this.
Completely different bike to any other BMW you've ridden, I would have thought.
I think it is, yeah. Well, I tell you what, people look at it and think it's going to be very, very wieldy and heavy and cumbersome. It doesn't feel it at all to me, David.
No.
It's it doesn't feel any more difficult to manoeuvre, or I mean, it's not manoeuvre. When we were parking earlier in Bungate, to sort of push it backwards, I could feel the weight. But whilst you're riding, even at slow speed like this, okay, it doesn't turn as quick, but it doesn't feel heavy.
No, but going backwards, Martin, I do believe you have got a reverse gear if you knew how to work it.
If I knew how to work it, yeah. So, there's a lot to be said. That's good about this bike. The engine is just crazy. You can potter along like we are now, and then open it up and go, whoa. Make that angry roar sound.
I mean, it's got a lovely sound, there's no doubt about that.
Absolutely, yeah.
It sounds wonderful.
And I would think for a passenger it's going to be fantastic.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
What we haven't done is really fast roads to see what it's like. Of course, that would be breaking the speed limit. Should I trade it in, Fentor viewers, for the GS for one of these? You know? It's very comfortable.
Have you got any vibration at all, Martin?
No, there's nothing. No vibration. Just the wind buffeting a bit, but you get that on any bike. And you don't really need the screen right up. Although I think if you've got a passenger, if you put it up high, that would probably blow it over the passenger really quite nicely.
May well do.
But I like it sort of halfway. It's quite nice. I can see over the top, and you know, it's keeping the wind
when
off.
I had the RT, I always had it so you could see well over the top, and it was fine.
Yeah, that's all you need, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is definitely something you should test ride if you're a Fentor viewer. Test drive one of these, because I think you'll be surprised. I'm surprised just how easy it is to ride, comfortable. Yeah, and what I like is you can potter along. It's almost commute. Oh, there we go. Red lights again. You could almost commute on it, I think.
Even me, I think you'd get your feet down okay. Cause I think it's lower actually than the RT.
Well, my knees are really quite nicely bent on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a nice little outing. Anyway, Norwich to Bungay to Beccles. Was it No, Harleston, wasn't it? Harleston. Norwich, Bungay, Harleston, and back.
Somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between. Very enjoyable. Very nice machine, this, David.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. They are nice. There's no doubt about it.
And you can certainly easily ride it around town. It's so smooth. It's just that, you know, I'm just going along with one hand here, changing gear.
Yeah.
And you can do that without any jolts. Fantastic. Look at that, we're spot on about the right time to get back. This is YouTuber Triple Lock. He's been looking after me today with getting my R1250 sorted, serviced and repaired. And I've been having a great time on this fantastic machine. Yeah, would I swap it for the GS?
Oh, it's a tough call. Personally, I believe if you are going to swap it, you're just going to have to be used to the weight, but realistically, you're going to swap it, definitely. It's going to be BMW, for sure.
What do you think, David?
Yeah, I think, yeah, you and your girlfriend should put a top box on it, hire it for a week, and see how you get on. You'll probably come back married.
Come back married. But then the GS over there, look how beautiful it looks. It's fantastic.
Too tough of a choice, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
Way too tough.
Too. That would be 6 bikes, wouldn't it?
Yeah, be greedy.
I've got my GS back. We're on the way home to the Fens through beautiful Norfolk. Hello, Mulholland Road or something. And it's been a lot of fun today, David. Got some...
Yeah, good. I mean, this is nice still, Martin, isn't it?
We're not going back on the dual carriageway. We're cross country, meander. Norfolk wanderings.
The sun will soon be setting, won't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I think on the road like this, I mean, that big bike was lovely, but it wasn't quite as precise in the corners as the GS.
Right.
And I think if you whack this into dynamic, if you haven't done that...
I haven't, I'm in road.
I'm not in dynamic at the moment, but it really does make it sit on rails.
Yeah.
Around bends, even bumpy ones. So, yeah, there we go. Right, Watson to the left, so we're going to head to that way. I forgot to record an ending. Never mind. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the K1600. It's a superb machine. The engine, the smoothness, fantastic. Will I be swapping the GS for one? You'll have to wait and see. Thanks for watching Ventor, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.